Rahu Dasha. Now, one of the most difficult dashas to delineate because Rahu acts differently for different natives, even if they own the same, if they sit in the same Rashi. Now, one thing we have to understand with Rahu and Ketu both do not have a ownership of houses. But we do consider Aquarius to be the own house of Rahu and Scorpio to be own house of Ketu. Rahu is the representation of Saturn and Ketu is considered to be the representation of Mars. But what we have seen in the Rahu Dasha is completely different and difficult to understand. A Rahu placed in Gemini for you or for me would act differently because your Gemini might happen to be a specific bhava, whereas my Gemini might happen to be another specific bhava. Therefore, to understand Rahu, one has to take in the lordship of the planet or the lordship of Rahu, meaning if Rahu is placed in Gemini, thereby Mercury is the person you got to look at as to how Rahu will behave. Okay, that is the first step. The second step is Rahu a friend where of the planet where he is sitting or placed? Meaning to say, if Rahu is placed either in Gemini, Virgo, Libra, Taurus, and Saturn houses, that is Capricorn and Aquarius, he is with his friends. If Rahu sits in Cancer, he becomes a neutral. He is neither a friend of Moon nor an enemy of Moon. Whereas if he sits in Leo, he is an enemy to Sun because we turn round and say Rahu is going to swallow the Sun, where Sun is considered the Atma Karaka. Now, when you look at Jupiter and Rahu are considered enemies. Jupiter is considered the Jiva, the knowledge, the truthful planet of astrology, and Rahu is considered the cunning, the crooked, the imaginative, the highly materialistic planet in astrology. Therefore, the relationship between the Lord of the house where Rahu sits, that is in Sagittarius and Pisces, may not give us good results during the Dasha of Rahu. Therefore, when we are delineating Rahu's Dasha or hoping to see how Rahu will, dance to dance make us dance in our Dasha of 18 years, since Rahu Dasha is 18 years and it is a long Dasha, therefore we generally pray and hope that Rahu is decently placed, if not wonderfully placed. Now, as I said, that in Rahu Dasha, the lord of the house where Rahu is placed is the first important factor. If he is placed, as I explained, in friends' houses, they give very good results. If they are placed in enemy houses, then Rahu does not give us good results. Secondly, Rahu being placed in the 3, 6 and 11 from the Lagna will also give us wonderful results. If placed in the Kendras, according to Bharat Parashara Hora Shastra, they say that Rahu in Kendras give wonderful results, but maybe our logic of understanding Rahu might differ from what Parashara wants us to understand. Maybe what he tells us that because he is sitting in Kendras, he will take you away from the material wealth and bring you towards spiritual wealth. Whereas today we are learning astrology, or we are looking at astrology for more a material gain than a spiritual gain. Therefore, one has to be very sure as to what Rahu is kind of going to give us. Fifth house Rahu, everybody turns around and says it is Sarpadosha. What does Sarpadosha mean? It means that, oh, you are having a dosha of the snakes, therefore you may not have children. But I have found that to be ridiculous. I can give you charts after charts where Rahu having placed in the fifth house not only gives you a high level of intelligence but also have given you wonderful children. Therefore, the placement of Rahu in a specific house is the or rather the the thread or the controlling power of Rahu is in the hands of his dispositor, which means to say is in the hands of the Lord where Rahu is sitting. Therefore, if the planets which own Rahu, or where Rahu is placed, is well placed either by exaltation or sitting in Kendras and Trikonas, we find that during the Rahu Dasha, the native has got wonderful results in the 18 years of Rahu. The second thing about Rahu, see, Rahu is a very, very difficult dasha to understand. But we have observed first 3 years of Rahu Dasha is generally a troublesome Dasha. The second 3 years, which is Rahu Dasha Jupiter Bhukti, is also a little difficult Dasha, because difficult Antara, because Jupiter and Rahu are not friends. Then after that, you find that the dashas and antara dashas of Rahu having a lot of friendship. You have after Jupiter, you have Saturn, then you have after Saturn, you have Mercury, then you have Ketu, then you have Venus, and then you have Sun. So till the time you come to the Sun Antara of Rahu Mahadasha, from the Rahu Dasha Saturn Antara till Rahu Dasha Sun Antara, which is nearly a 10-year Dasha, because you have 2.5, 2 years, 8 months, 2 years, 8 months of Rahu Saturn, 2 years, 8 months of Rahu Venus, 2 years, 8 months of Rahu Mercury, and 1 year, 5 months, or 1 year, 10 months of Rahu Ketu. Then till then, that's about 8, 9 years of Rahu Dasha. You see a very good growth pattern in life. So Rahu is that. To understand Rahu, please try to look at the placement of the dispositor of Rahu. How much ever I talk about Rahu, it would probably be not enough, would probably be not understood, and probably I am still learning Rahu, but this is the best I could give you about Rahu.